The scariest Halloween of them all. I'm not so sure about that. The best Michael Myers figure NECA has ever made? I don't know. Let's find out. Yes, welcome back to another review. My local Meijer happened to restock their NECA stuff, and this was one of the things that they had on the shelf. And so when I saw it, I did a lot of deliberation, but I ultimately pulled the trigger on it. Today we're looking at the Halloween Curse of Michael Myers. Michael Myers. It's funny that it says this Ultimate action figure instead of Ultimate Michael Myers action figure. That would have been funny if they'd said that. But yeah, we're looking at this guy. And here he is with the previously looked at Halloween Resurrection Michael. And yeah, they look good. Two different continuities, but that's alright. As far as how tall he actually stands, why don't we find out together? So he is, let's say he is just under 8 inches. He looks about that much, like somewhere between 7 3/4 inches and 8 inches, and then that will translate to, let's say, just about 20.5 centimeters, give or take. So here he is, and first impressions, he looks really good. I'm not actually the biggest fan of his design from this movie. Like, it's a bit of a hot take, but actually, out of the Thorn movies, I like his look in Halloween 5 the best. I don't know, there's just something about it. But this look, it does look good. It does look accurate with the goblin mask, as some people call it. Looks good. You can see his eyes there a little bit. He does have an eye sculpt there. It's just hard to see because, of course, it's Michael Myers. He's not known for showing his eyes, unless we're talking about H2O. But yeah, the hair looks good. It's nice and slicked back and poofy and all of that. And I also like the attention to detail. I'm not entirely sure what this is referencing, but he actually has a cut in the mask. And it's really hard to see, but there's actually a little bit of a flesh tone divot underneath that. So it's not like a mistake of like the factory just accidentally making a cut in the mold. This, to me, looks intentional. And like I said, it's been a while since I've seen Curse of Michael Myers. I don't remember if that's where he gets stabbed with the syringes or what that is, but it is cool that it's included nonetheless. It's a very small detail. Yeah, and then as far as other stuff, he's got a black shirt underneath. These, well, I'm not entirely sure what color this is. I at first thought they would be gray. Then when I looked at the figure in person, I was like, no, that's definitely a blue. But then, like, looking at it in person, I'm really not sure what color this is. It's kind of like a really grayish blue. Like you put like a light blue and a gray together, you'd get something like this. And I don't really know how else to describe it, but it looks good. You got some nice folds and wrinkles and pockets, which are actually a different sculpt. I assumed that they would be similar to the Resurrection and H2O Michael. I don't have the H2O one on hand right now, but just take my word for it that it is different. And I am thinking of posting a comparison video at some point. So if you want to know more about that, you can definitely let me know. But yeah, he's got some nice folds, wrinkles, pouches, pockets, all the works, including a little pocket right here on the left arm that's not on the right side. And then, yeah, he's got some black shoes with some laces, and that's about it. I mean, like I always say, when it comes to Michael, I mean, it's a really simple, design, so there's not really too much going on. I do like the detail, though, of, he's got some, it almost looks like he's got some boils or wrinkles or something like that. Like, his skin looks a little irritated, which I guess makes sense, given the incident that happened in 1978. But yeah, regardless, he looks good. As far as articulation goes, his head can look up a little bit, look down a pretty good amount. You can rotate, swivel, all of that fun stuff. The arms can go out about that far. Then, of course, they can rotate around. You do get the NECA style elbow, which is double jointed, which gives you that much range. And it's also it also has a swivel up here at the top, so you can swivel it from this side, and you can also swivel it from down here and all of that. So you get a lot of range, which when I first saw these, I wasn't sure why they engineered them like that, because they look kind of weird, but Yeah, that's why they do it, and I think it's cool. So he does have a swivel and a hinge at the wrist. For the torso, like I've said with previous Michael figures, this does leave a little to be desired. I think there is a joint in there, but this piece is so thick that you can't use it. So he can't really do anything with that. For the legs, they can go out comfortably about that far. So I think that that's good. Definitely more than enough. They do go forward pretty good amount. They go back a decent amount. I mean, this guy's known for walking, not exactly running. Though in the theatrical cut, he does do a little bit of speed walking when he's going down the hallway. So there's that. So you do get a thigh swivel there. You do get a single jointed knee, which gives you about 90 degrees, and you get a rotation there. Then you do get an ankle swivel, rotation, simple thing. And as we always do when it comes to Michael figures, can you do the sit-up? And the answer to that is, yeah, that's about as close as we can get to the Michael sit-up, but that's okay. I don't remember him ever doing that in this movie specifically, but yeah. Now, for the fun part. So, what NECA is known for when it comes to stuff like this is they come with a ton of accessories, and this figure is no exception. So, he does come with this head that comes on him in the box. And he also, if you've seen the producer's cut and only the producer's cut, you won't know what this is. But if you've seen the theatrical cut, then you would know that at the end of the movie, he gets injected with some stuff, and then Tommy beats him with a lead pipe, and the green stuff starts oozing out of the mask. So that definitely looks interesting. Like I said, without context, it looks really weird of why does he have that on there, but that's why. Yeah, and you can of course swap it on, though I will say that I actually had a problem with this to where I have tried several times to take this head off, and when this head comes off, the neck joint comes with it. So I can't just plop this on in its place because it takes the neck joint with it. I know that I can heat it up, but I am just saying that that happened to me, and if you get this figure, that may or may not happen to you, but I'm just saying it did happen to me, and yeah. And he does also have some eye detail underneath there. It's very hard to see, but he does have it there, which is really cool that they include that nonetheless. And what I also think is interesting is that he doesn't have the cut on that side like the regular head sculpt does. So very interesting. Then he does also have at the end of the theatrical cut when Loomis goes back into the hospital, you see the shot of his mask just sitting on the floor like this. And so I think that that's really cool. Like, you could just have this on a table as like a piece of evidence or something like that. And I think that that's a really cool inclusion that they have that. And yeah, I mean, it's a simple sculpt. I mean, you can't exactly fit it on his head. Well, I guess he could, but it would look really weird. Yeah, it looks good. And like I said, it's just a fun little inclusion that you can just have this on a table and be like, here is the mask of Michael Myers and all that. I think that that's really cool. So we do get that. We do get a pumpkin based off of I believe this is the pumpkin outside of the Blankenship house, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen Curse of Michael Myers. Yeah, I do like the candle in there. And then yeah, it doesn't light up. It doesn't really do anything. But what I do like about it is that you can have it facing this way, and it just looks like a regular pumpkin. You flip it around. It's got a nice little jack-o'-lantern thing, so that's kind of cool. Definitely makes sense, given how the franchise is literally called Halloween. You might as well have some Halloween stuff. You do get these candles here, which I guess are tied to the Thorn cult and all of that, so they look good. I like how you have these two similar ones, then this one smaller one, and all of them have these little flames there, so that's pretty cool. You can have that on a table. You can also have, if you want the producer's cut version of the movie, you can have this bag of runes. You can have the power of the runes that stopped him. And yeah, I mean, it's a really weird accessory to have without context of like, what is this? Is this a bag of Altoids or something like that? Yeah, no, this is a bag of runes that Tommy Doyle uses to freeze Michael in place in a very weird scene where he just kind of stands there. And then the ending of the movie is really confusing, but regardless, so you do get that. Of course, with this being a NECA figure, you get alternate hands. So he does have a relaxed hand for each side that comes on him in the package. He does also have a knife gripping hand for both sides. So he does come with those. He does also have 2 other gripping hands for each side. One of them, the one on the right, has a wider grip, and one on the left. And then he does have a really wide gripping hand. Like this could be like a strangling hand or something like that. So he does come with all of that stuff. He does come with a crowbar, which is kind of fun. If you want him to take out Jason Todd, I guess. Have Michael Myers cross over to Batman. That would be kind of fun. But yeah, so there you go. He does come with a crowbar. I do like the detail of how it looks like it's painted, but then the paint is kind of withering away from use. So I like that. He does come with an axe. So if you want to have him chasing down Deborah and then slashing her with the axe, and then her blood splattering the hanging curtains outside and all of that, that's kind of cool. You have another detail of like the weathering on there, so that's really cool. You get that. I like that. He does come with a machete from what I think is a hilarious, like an unintentionally hilarious scene in the theatrical cut when you have Dr. Wynn and all the other doctors that are in this room, and then Michael just picks this up and then just hacks them all to pieces with this insane strobe light. If you have epilepsy, don't look up what I'm saying, because that will probably hurt you. But if you don't have epilepsy, then you will just see this massive strobe light of just things happening, and there's no real explanation behind it, and I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, he does have that, so if you want to recreate that, you can. He does come with 2 knives, and when I first got these out of the box, I was like, these look like they're the same knife, and so I was a little confused of, was this a mistake? But then I looked closer, and I noticed that one of them, like this one here, has like a little bit of like weathering on it. I don't know how well it's coming across, but there are like some like marks and scratches, and well, not really marks and scratches, but like, you know how like you have utensils and after you use them and wash them repeatedly, they get kind of like those marks on them? It's kind of what it looks like it's on here. And I don't know if that's intentional or just the way that they came out. I don't know if he's supposed to come with 2 identical knives and one of them just happens to look different. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this one looks a little bit more used, which I think is kind of cool. And then he does have, because I was referencing Tommy injecting him with fluid and then doing that, here is this bundle of syringes, which I guess the wide gripping hand is meant to hold them, and it's like pulling them out of him. So yeah, that's kind of cool. They look really nice, and I could totally picture someone using this with like Scarecrow or something like that, so that's kind of cool. Now, easily my favorite accessory that was included with the figure is this. So near the beginning of the movie, you get this Strode Realty sign out in the front yard, and it says sold on there. And yeah, so you get that. But you also have these kids that put this cardboard cutout of Michael that says he's coming on there. And this is so cool that they included it. And when I first took this out of the package, I actually thought this was cardboard, but it's not. This is plastic. And they did not have to... I mean, it's cool that they included it, but the fact that they went the extra mile with the detail of the mask and the knife and actually making it plastic and then having a little flap on there so you can choose to attach it onto the sign, or you can have them be separate. It's up to you. And the other thing that surprised me is how big this thing is. Like here is this, and then here it is compared to the Michael figure. And as you can see, it's got some height to it. And I'm not entirely sure like what they were thinking, but I'm not complaining about it. Yeah, because like this thing to the top of the knife is like 6 inches, so it's about the height of like of kind of like a Marvel Legends figure. Like you could have this just kind of standing there in the background, and it is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. But that is really cool. I think that is so cool that they included that, and they went with the detail that they did. But regardless, here is the box. It says the tagline of "Terror Never Rests in Peace." You get like I said, I think it's fine that it says Ultimate Action Figure, because I think it would have been funny if they actually said Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, Ultimate Michael Myers Action Figure. But yeah, I mean, and I understand why they didn't do that. I just think it would have been funny if they had included that. Here's a whole thing of what he comes with. Here's the same shot there. Nothing really on the top. Here's the bottom. Shout outs to all of these people that made this. There's that if that helps anyone. Then when we open this up, we get a nice little shot of Michael, and we get a house in the background. And like I said, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. I'm not entirely sure which house it is, but we do have that nonetheless. And yeah, I think that that's pretty cool. So I think that this figure is really cool, especially if you're a Thorn fan, because, well, we have yet to get figures based off of Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. My guess is that's some sort of rights issue. I hope that they are able to make figures of those, because that would be really cool. But as of right now, this is what we got for Thorn, and I think it's really cool that they include the stuff, especially this. Like, that's definitely my favorite accessory. But regardless, yeah, there's that. Let me know what you think of it. If you enjoyed this video, you like Person Michael Myers, you like Thorn, whatever it might be sure to leave a like. You can let me know in the comments what you think. Like I said, I do plan on making a video where I compare this one to the other two recent Michael Myers figures with H2O and Resurrection. So if you want to see that, you can let me know. If you want to see more content like this, you can subscribe, check out my other NECA review stuff. But other than all of that, I hope that you enjoyed. I hope they'll see you all later. Goodbye.